Hey guys, Kenny here. Stay cool and relax to the movies. Bye.
Hey guys, Kenny here. I'm here to review the classic original 1986 sword fighting action fantasy film Highlander. This is the original classic. I don't have any other sequels, but I've heard that most of them really are bad. So all I have is the original, and this is the director's cut. This is about Connor MacLeod, who's a centuries-old immortal, and he cuts off. His mission is to cut off the heads of these other powerful beings, but also called Highlanders, I think. And each time the head gets cut off, lightning starts striking and bright light appears, and then lightning or little lightning strikes, electricity appear around his body, and that gives him more power, makes him more powerful. And this is also a very good character study because it goes through. Starting to feel a little sick here. It's present day New York in 1986, and then it goes back to a flashback in Scotland centuries ago when he's first learning about who he really is, and an immortal called a Highlander, and forget his name in this, but Sean Connery is the one who trains him, and they become really close friends. Yeah, and then in present day, he gets to know this woman who is the sword historian, and she starts learning about the sword that he has, and they find this other sword that start realizing that there's something significant about that sword, and the guy who almost nearly killed him in the Scotland part of the story, played by Clancy Brown, he's the one that Connor is really after to become all powerful, because there's a certain moment that will happen called the quickening. I think when the immortal kills the last Highlander, that's the quickening, and that makes that person, that immortal, the most powerful. And the two fight sequences that Connor and that other guy, played by Clancy Brown, are incredibly powerful. I loved the first fight they had, because Connor didn't have his sword. He was fighting with a pipe, because I think that the guy Clancy was playing, I think he took his sword and then was swiping him with that. It was either that or his own sword that he makes. So Connor was fighting him with a big pipe. And then at the very end, in this fight here, at first it starts off on this roof, and Clancy is chopping the legs of this big sign, and it's also raining, I think, and they fight through the water, and then electricity is also flowing through the water, and they're a sword fight, and that start of the scene is breathtaking. And then once you go into this big studio area here, it's a big floor, like a big studio. That becomes an even better action sequence because a lot of the time you see the camera is panning all along the floor, and it moves up. It doesn't zoom. It dollies forward, and so that is also why that scene is also so very memorable to me. This is also famous for the song "Princess of the Universe" by Queen. This is probably that's probably their most famous song they've ever done, and that's when they had what's his name, who was gay, and he died probably sometime in the early 90s. And this is probably the most well-known time period of their careers in the 80s. Flash Gordon, and then this the song "Princess of the Universe." The music score is also breathtaking in this. I love the music score in this also. A really great scene also is between Connor and that guy Clancy plays when they're in this church, and Clancy's character is all bald, shaved. He has these little little clips on his neck because he had gotten cut along his neck centuries earlier by the character that Sean Connery plays. Like pins, yeah. And then that's a good, fantastic scene. And then there's a scene where it's kind of like a montage where Clancy's character is putting together his big, massive sword, and then he's practicing in his room while also cutting back to him putting it together. So that's a great, great sequence. And that's probably all I have to say on this. So I'll give this I really enjoy this, so I think I'll give it a 5 out of 5 stars. So stay cool and roll out to the movies.